Okay, so next we'll set the grid size and the zoom. Now this part is often overlooked, but it's critical to make sure that we're on the same page here as we go through the rest of the training. And so to set this stuff, let's come up here to the toolbar. We're going to right click and we're going to come down here to grid. Okay? You see that at least in my case, the grid is set to 0.01. This means it's set to 0.01 microns. So each of these dots here that you see on the page are 0.01 microns apart. And so what we're going to do here is I want you guys to adjust the zoom on your page. Now you can roll your mouse wheel forward. Remember, I suggested using a mouse. You can roll your mouse wheel forward to zoom in, or you can roll the mouse wheel backwards towards you to zoom out. So then, from there, I want you to zoom out so that you see this one bright dot in the middle of your page. This dot here, this is the origin, 0, 0. See, if I mouse over it, the mouse position at the bottom left is then 0, 0, or at least it's very close, as close as I can get my mouse to it. So I want you to zoom out so that you see that bright dot, but then I also want you to adjust your mouse, adjust your zoom so that this grid size comes out to the number 1. So let's say if I overshot it, my grid size here is at 20, and I see my origin here. I want to go ahead and zoom in when I roll my mouse wheel forward so that the grid size comes out to 1. And to make sure that I can see this dot in the middle here. So you want to see the dot in the middle, that's the origin. You want to see the origin, plus the grid size should also be 1. Once you do both of those, go ahead and, this is a little bit funny, but please follow with me. This will be important. I want you to come up to the grid toolbar, the grid box here, and delete the number 1. I hit backspace, delete the number 1, and then type in the number 1 manually and press enter. And then what that's going to do, it's going to fix the grid size to 1 micron. So as you can see, as I'm zooming in here, I'm zooming in, but the grid size stays the same size because I fixed it to 1 micron. So the key here is to make sure that you can see the origin and manually fix the grid size to 1. Now after this training, I suggest that you switch the grid back to automatic scaling. But that's after the training though. For this training, I suggest to keep the grid size fixed to 1 and to make sure that you can see the origin there.